perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Hot shot to third. Machado has it. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. More on tap from Game 5 after this. Colby Rasmus will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
First pitch of the at-bat. J.J. Hardy is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Pilar. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Daniel Nava is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up.
You know, and I think that pop-up right there is just a result of poor pitch selection. He chased a bad pitch, and as a result, he didn't really put a good swing on it.
Squared that one up just a little late. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series. As the O's are on the board first, it's 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Russell Martin will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings. Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats out of play. Squares around and drops down a good one. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The batter, second baseman.
So stepping in, Devin Travis, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Dalton Pompey will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 45, Dalton Pompey.
Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Now the double steal is on here, and he'll just hang on as both runners move into scoring position now. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. In to score from third is the tying run. And the throw in gets away from him. And the second runner will stop at third, and they're at the corners now with nobody out. Kevin Pillar will dig in. He singled his first time around. Here's the first pitch to him. Drilled on the ground to short. And that's through for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Now to the plate, Ben Revere. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
And he knows there was no real intention to hit him right there, but that doesn't make you feel any better to get hit. And he'll be looking to get some revenge right here.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Now both runners on the move. Pitch inside, the throw, not in time. He's safe at third as they pull off the double steal. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Throw to first, not in time as the run was across to score.
Another example here where speed is such a weapon in this game. Look at him just flying down that first baseline. Not only is he going to wind up with an infield single, but he's also going to pick up the RBI.
Troy Tulowitzki will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Another look to first, and he'll get back in safely. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1. Seems like whatever was working early on suddenly is not working now.
It's almost like he's imploding right before our eyes.
3 runs already home here. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And again a throw. And the fans don't like this at all.
Okay, no way he does it again, right?
One-0 count, here it is. Showing bunt there, but he pulls back and it's 1-1. Runners are at first and third with none out. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in there. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Revere rides off for second. And no throw as he'll just hang on to it. And the pitch on 2-1. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Rasmus is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And they'll tack on a run with the sac fly. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Josh Donaldson is set to try his luck now with 4 runs already across and a chance to make it 5 right here.
And you know he's walking to the plate just licking his chops. Everybody else has made it look so easy, so he should have plenty of confidence in the box right now.
Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
First baseman.
Into the box now, Edwin Encarnacion. He drew a walk his first time up. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Struck him out, and the inning finally comes to a close. Dalton Pompey will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Adam Jones will step forward now to lead things off, and after that last half inning, his guys are going to have some work to do.
Yeah, and those 5-run innings are tough to bounce back from, but there's still time. They don't need to panic. They just need to focus on getting a few guys on base here.
Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
And, you know, Adam Jones has been selected to multiple All-Star games, so his exploits on the field, of course, they're well documented, but he's also very involved in the community as well.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Out in front of it, strike 1. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2. It seems like we've seen a lot of guys late on the fastball tonight.
Yeah, he's not throwing all that hard either, but when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball, 1-2. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Saunders is after it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Chris Davis stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go. Michael Givens will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 60, Mike.